I'm Mike Hackard with Hackard Law. When people think about estate planning, they often picture wills, trusts, and court filings. Those tools are essential, but there's another part of estate planning that is just as important and often overlooked: beneficiary designations. These simple forms can determine who receives some of your most significant assets, and they operate with a level of authority that even your will cannot override. In my decades of working with families on estate and trust matters, I've seen how beneficiary designations bring clarity and protection when used correctly, and how they create confusion and unintended results when they're neglected. Understanding their role is essential to protecting your family's future. What beneficiary designations really do: a beneficiary designation is a legally binding instruction filed with a bank, insurance company, or retirement plan administrator. When you pass away, the institution transfers the asset directly to the person you named. This transfer bypasses probate entirely. That means no court delays, no public process, and no uncertainty. These designations apply to common and often substantial assets, including life insurance policies, retirement accounts such as IRAs and 401ks, annuities, and bank or brokerage accounts with payable-on-death or transfer-on-death instructions. For many families, these accounts represent years of savings and planning, making beneficiary designations a critical part of their overall estate strategy. Why these designations matter for your family's future. Beneficiary designations are powerful because they provide speed, privacy, and certainty. Transfers can occur within weeks rather than months. They stay outside the public court system, and financial institutions follow the instructions on the form, regardless of what your will says. This certainty protects families during a vulnerable time. It ensures essential funds, like life insurance, reach loved ones when they need them most. It also minimizes the risk of delay or dispute. But that same authority means that mistakes with beneficiary designations can have significant consequences. Common mistakes that undermine planning. The most frequent issues occur when forms are outdated. Life changes quickly. Marriages, divorces, births, deaths, and the designations made years earlier may no longer reflect your wishes. I've seen situations where an ex-spouse remained on a life insurance policy simply because the form was never updated. The result was legally enforceable, but far from what the decedent intended. Leaving a form blank is another common oversight. When no beneficiary is listed, the asset may be forced into probate, losing the speed and privacy these designations are designed to provide. Naming minors directly can also create challenges. Children under 18 cannot manage inherited funds. Without a trust, the court appoints someone to oversee the funds until the child becomes an adult. At that point, the entire inheritance transfers to them outright, whether or not they're prepared to manage it. Another issue arises when families forget to name contingent beneficiaries. If the primary beneficiary passes away first, the asset may again be forced into probate. These mistakes are preventable, but they happen often because people assume their will controls everything. Beneficiary designations override wills. The form is the authority. How beneficiary designations work with your overall estate plan. The strongest estate plans coordinate wills, trusts, and beneficiary forms, so everything works together. The will handles assets outside beneficiary designations. Trusts manage funds for minors, spouses, blended families, or special needs beneficiaries. Beneficiary designations provide fast, direct transfers for designated accounts. When all three align, the estate plan functions smoothly and predictably. When they don't, misunderstandings and disputes can arise, often at the worst possible time. Preparing for the unexpected. No one knows when life will change. Illness, accidents, and sudden loss happen every day. Beneficiary designations help families stay financially stable during difficult transitions. Life insurance can cover funeral expenses and provide immediate support. Retirement accounts can transfer directly to a spouse or children, without court involvement, and contingent beneficiaries provide a secondary plan when circumstances shift. Handled properly, these designations provide your loved ones with structure and security. Lessons from real families. I've worked with families who benefited from thoughtful planning and others who faced complications from neglected forms. One father never updated his retirement account after a divorce. His ex-spouse inherited the account by law. Another family left a life insurance policy without a beneficiary, sending the policy into probate and delaying financial support for nearly a year. And then there are families who coordinated their beneficiary forms with their estate plan. When the unexpected occurred, funds transferred smoothly to the spouse and children, providing immediate stability. The difference was not wealth, it was preparation. The importance of regular review beneficiary designations should be reviewed every few years and after major life events. Keeping forms updated ensures they continue to reflect your wishes and align with the rest of your estate plan. Estate planning is about more than documents. It's about protecting your loved ones, preserving your legacy, and ensuring your intentions are honored. Beneficiary designations are a simple but essential part of that. I'm Mike Hackard. Thanks for watching.